Star round.
Yeah, fuck the intro, man. Just get to it.
All right, recording.
All right, we back. Respect the culture. It's crazy.
It's JOD. What up?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
gonna get into that motherfucking ill will John battle.
Ooh. What you think about that one?
Yeah, that was the opening battle night after the motherfucking some madness.
Yeah, it was. Sure,
I
that's
like.
true.
Yeah, I liked that battle, man. That
I
was a
like that
crazy
battle
one,
too.
man.
I like
It's
that
another
battle too.
debatable,
I
a
agree. I get
must
it.
watch.
My bad, bro.
I don't know. I gave it. I favored Will in that battle. I like the ill will, man. I don't know what ill will.
Okay,
How you
okay.
felt about that one?
I favored like man. I favored John for real. But no, I said that back. I didn't favor nobody in this battle. I apologize. I had who I had John taking the first round. And then the second round, I had Ill Will second, Smoke John second. And then the third round was super debatable to me, so I don't have a winner for this battle. This was a really good battle to me. Like the third round, and yeah, including John's black what he did with everybody. That was it's still like Ill Will had bars. He had a lot of bars that really that contested with just that and everything else that John had. So that's why I feel I had no winner for
You
this
had
battle.
hit some bars you liked it.
Yo, from
Uh,
well, one thing I will one thing I will say about the battle. Not John had a because I mentioned the beat out recap. John had a Nas Illmatic line. I don't see no illegitimate in that because he was talking about like how I forgot how it went, but he was just talking about how like he was like doing something with the culture, how we like should be doing with each other, and he was like, I ain't see no illegitimate in that. I like that line from John. Go ahead. You want me to go again?
no, I got something. I like when John said he had a little scheme. He's talking about motherfucking ill will bouncing around leagues and shit like that. He's like, when I had problems with Smack, I ain't run to another league. I just started my own.
That
That
was
was
fire.
fire.
That was super fire when he said
That
that shit. That shit was
like
super
like
fire.
he like he questioned the man loyalty right there in the stage. Like, fuck it, I ain't gotta go, run to another league, join it, the out, go join it, rap on that man league and shit. You feel
Like,
me? Who I'm competing with. I'm gonna start my own shit, you feel me? That was dope.
and while he on that own shit, he not gonna hate or nothing too. That was super dope. That was dope. I like when John do that. It don't seem cheesy or reaching. It fit because John he stapled himself even more with that move he did. So yeah, shout out to that, to the move and to that line. I got what John say. I like this shit with John was like beat beat a murder charge with the dome shot. How can it be just no? How can it be just confess? I got ill in the head and plead insanity. Bullshit. I'll check right in the therapy office to say I lost it. That's something y'all don't hear from me often. And y'all ain't thank me yet. And then he was like, truth be told, and the reason I'm the reason you on the card. Swear to God, this the wreck I wanted like insurance for. Like he spazzed on that shit. I like that. I wish I'd have cleaned it up a little more, but I don't want to make it super long. But when we hear it again, that would be dope. Like
Oh, I like when I think it was the second round. Might have been the second round. When, he opened up. He was like, "What we doing? Is we battling or we battling?" Jonathan, the Donathan, that shit
oh shit.
is. I could break that shit down. Like,
Facts.
I ain't never
Yeah.
heard nobody play that name like that. That shit funny as hell. Feel me?
Yeah, that shit was funny as hell. I ain't like the if we battle part. I like the Jonathan part. I like that part. The Jonathan. Ew, funny.
Yeah, he said then that shit had me in tear. I'm like, oh,
Yo, I like
okay.
that one line that John had where he was I ain't write it, but he had a don't be a menace to society, don't be a menace to society while drinking your juice in the hood line. Where he was like with the girl that returned it. I told you I could get it a little freaky. Remember that shit? He had that line. That shit made me weak. I was like, oh, I'm like, he just threw that out of nowhere. Like I don't think it was. I don't remember he said the word freaky or not, but yeah, I like that shit.
Nah, John John had another dope ass line. He was like, you on the same platform that I buried the
Yeah,
other Don on,
yeah,
walking on hollow ground.
yeah.
It's fire.
Yeah, that was tough. And because he was like, hold up. Yeah, that was the way he set it up to it. He came up to that. That was fire. Um, I like the, uh, yeah, John John had a Nas, like a Nas Illmatic line. Like I'm like Nas, like kind of like how B Dot did. Because not B Dot was like a bit, he was getting a bunch of Nas, like for how he was feeling about, or how people was feeling about him. And John kind of had something like that. But besides, I just want to throw that in real quick. I like this line that Ill Will had because it was so short. He was like Monica Lewinsky, Colin Kaepernick, bitch. We was really we was really paying. Monica Lewinsky, Colin Kaepernick, bitch. We was really paying it. We wasn't really paying attention until you got on your knees, like, cause that was when he was on his ass about surf, like trying to fucking be on surf when surfers, you know what I mean? Surfers at that time chasing and doing what he do, and you over here like sitting there like, you know what I mean? Like you feeding into that shit. Like we all know what time the culture putting surf on right now. So why you sitting there playing with that? I like that how he kept coming at him for that shit.
Yeah, another line Ill Will had. I like what the fuck he was saying something about oh yeah, he's like war vet. You walk in the doorway, your folks stretch. Mama body cold, daddy out his mind, got him feeling like Northwest. Like that
Fire.
shit was crazy.
That was crazy. Like that shit when he said that, because when he said that, it was a line I had like before he had said that, and and I was like, damn. I'm like, oh, I'm like, fuck. And it's crazy that you was able to get that down. What the fuck? What did he say before that? He was like, yeah, he was like, I'm about the OD. I don't give a fuck about you taking bars. Only will harming will. You take bars, I take life, nigga. Still sharp and still. And he went right into that one. I like that whole second. I like that part. Like only will harm and will. And that real quick though, I like the lines they had. I don't think I got them down, but I like the line they both had on each other about like the will lines. You know what I mean? How John
Yeah,
had like if you writing something wrong, you say something wrong, you it's your will. And then Ill Will had one too. Every last will line that they had, like when it comes to like written will for your life, those type of lines, they was fire, all of them. I ain't right. I ain't. It was like three of them, and I ain't catch all of them, but I like that shit. Good, bro.
I had a it's light, but it was dope to me. You feel me? It was
Yeah,
something
right.
John said. Like even though I just came from the A, ain't no reason your gun should sound like a little baby. I thought that was dope. It was a good
Oh, I
way
remember
to
that
play.
line. Yeah,
It
I
was
kind of, I ain't
I like
catch it, but I ain't, yeah. Cause you was my gunner and
well,
little baby. Yeah, I remember that line. It was a subtle line too.
uh,
I don't think that line got no reaction to. I remember that line. Yeah, I remember that line.
got a reaction from me.
Right.
I want
I made a face
that
to it.
shit. I like it.
One thing I didn't like. One thing I John Will had like a fake choke bar, like he was doing, and you know what I mean. I guess it's a popular thing to do, like a fake choking. I guess, but I ain't like his fake choke bar. It was like his second. It was like in his. I don't remember. I think it was in his first round. It was. I ain't even write it down. All I know is that he just had a bar where he was trying like he fake choked, and I ain't like it. And I just feel like you gonna do a fake choke, it gotta be fire. Like it has to hit. And like Gray just said on the other video, when you writing, we writing for reactions, but that choke bar just didn't work. That's the only negative thing I got for this battle.
Yeah, because I ain't about to write no choke, but like you
Yeah,
shouldn't play around with a choke like that.
yeah, you know what I mean.
That
And
should
then
never. I don't know
yeah,
why. I don't know why motherfuckers go crazy for like fake choke bars. Like choke bars should never hit. Like
don't get me wrong. And see, no, I like. I don't know when if it hit, if it do, but you right. I guess it really should. It should
it,
never hit,
it, it
but
got
sometimes they
like
be
y'all
grabbing
breathing
me.
life. Cause it's like y'all breathing life and then making it, cool to choke. Like that shit cool. That shit don't fly.
But what
Cause
I felt,
I
but
don't give. I
Right.
don't give a fuck how good like your recovery is. Like I'm still going to vote against you if you choke to me or stumbled up. I'm gonna vote against you. You lost in that round to me. I don't care how good you cover it up. You choke, you lost.
But look, this is why I feel like this though. I was like the way I didn't like the bar so much. I like Ill Will though still because he don't even know how to choke. He can't even fake the shit right. That's how I felt like that. That's a fire angle right there. Like nigga, you can't even fake a choke.
Nigga, quit
Like
playing.
what did you stop playing? Yeah, what are you doing? All right, go ahead. You got a
That
bar.
shit, that shit not funny. It be motherfuckers. It be our favorites up here. Our fan, we fans of this shit. It be our fans up here. I mean, I said our fans. It be our favorite battlers up here. They come up here and they choke, like not by choice, but they just choke. You feel me? And then don't come up here making a bar glorifying that shit. That shit ain't cool. Or play like you don't choke. Or hit a psych out loud. Nigga, that shit ain't cool. You just choke,
Leave
bro.
it alone. Yo, what that nigga
Leave that
Geechee
shit.
say? Geechee was like, yo, leave him alone. He was like, all right, man, leave Papa alone. Geechee was like, all right, man, leave him alone. That was funny. He was tired of Charlie being on his ass about that nigga. Yo, all right, uh, uh, shit. I tried to give this fool his flowers. Bow. What's that on my tool lip? I like that line because John his second had a whole thing about even though I gave that second round to Ill Will, but John had
I'm
a
mad.
long scheme about flowers and shit. Remember that shit? We was talking about roses and
I,
shit.
I like that. That one went over my head. I'm mad I ain't get that one down. That was a nice gun bar with the flowers and shit. That
But
was
but it,
tough.
it led up to other shit because he was talking about other flowers and he was talking. I think he mentioned Mook. It was a bunch. It was a long ass thing like daisies. Remember he was like daisy. Da, 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 da. It was a long ass shit and it ended like that. And I'm like, oh man, I gotta get that part at least. I'm like, I couldn't catch nothing else. But that was tough. All right, go ahead. That was cool.
Yeah. I think that's about it. I don't touch on anything else I had to say. Pretty
All right.
much.
I want to say like about John Rounds compared to Ill Will Rounds. I feel like John Rounds was very concise, and I'm not saying Ill Will wasn't, but I feel like that's just what John do. And maybe I'm saying that because of the I hate to say that, but the props that he add in, not to just call our black brothers and
We
sisters
talking about
that passed,
third round props?
but not even just because of that. It just felt like he was good. He went his first where he talked about like fuck anybody who think about the COVID, about his COVID shit, which we ain't ever touch on that because we ain't got no. I don't want to touch on that. Like I don't want to have no feelings on how what that happened. I believe you was not feeling well. That's all with that. We never mentioned it, but it's just not saying that he was talking about us. No, it's just like he started from there from his first because he went first because he like kind of like a little redemption, like what I mean, like we're not about to go first. You should go first. You know what I mean? Everybody looking at you a certain way right now for whatever reason, but he was just going, and then his round ended with his slogan, which I think get power. It was I ain't get the win. He ended it the first time, but the third with John ended. He was like, come on, take this. Oh, come on. Maybe I did. My bad. Hold up. Oh, right here. Wait, it was the end of the second. Okay, because he was like, because he said it again in his first, but it was a little different. He was like, trust whatever you write in will is fucking death. What the fuck you think is next? And remember he had that whole little thing at the end of his first one, but I had like when he did that. But I was just saying that because he just felt like maybe it is because of the props, but his round just seemed real orchestrated a little. And Ill Will ain't fuck up. Ill Will ain't stumble or nothing. He ain't choke. He ain't fuck up or nothing. Like he was
Yeah,
cold.
like
He was doing his
they
thing.
had an amazing battle, bro. And then
They
I
had
like I
amazing
like what
battles.
happened. I like what happened at the end. Like I felt like what they said at the end, like what John said at the end, it wasn't scripted and it wasn't like a shot or a diss, or he was just like completely honest and shit when they was like, "Yo, how you felt about your man's performance?" He was like straight up, like, "Man." Or did you feel like you won or whatever? He's like, I don't know. This man came out here, he did his thing. I came out here, did my thing. I gotta go back and I gotta watch it. You feel me? I like
Yeah.
how he ain't just say he beat him or he said he beat him or whatever. He's like, I gotta go back and watch it. Most motherfuckers won't get the other man credit, or
Right.
they'll just discredit him like I won. They won't even man up and be like, well, I gotta go back and watch it and see. You feel me?
What
I
Ill
like I
say?
like how you did.
Did Ill say he won? What Ill will say? He,
I don't really remember what the
I
fuck
don't
Will
remember either.
say.
I don't think he said the same. I don't know if he said he
I
wanted
think
to
he
watch it
walked.
back, but I don't think he said he won either. I think he just
Matter
said it was a good
of
battle.
fact, Will walked off. I don't even think he said nothing at the end.
Yeah.
If I ain't mistaken, I think he walked off.
All right, I'm gonna power through this so we can keep it nice and sweet because this battle we appreciate. This another great battle from this night. Um, I like this line John had where he was like, "Shoot up whatever V ill in. Now I'm the V. Now I'm the villain." I like that a lot. Like you know what I mean. It just was, I like that. It was cool. I like the little hero shit. Um, it's fucked up. This line was funny. Um, if that's your little girl, why she got your beard? I mean your smile. Like it's fucked up. Um, then you know
Yeah.
y'all remember that little benefit box line he had? Because he said because he like really like cut himself off to say that like and then he had another line at the beginning of his first. How about a box you got a benefit in? Like because he ended a nice little scheme with that. I gave John that first too. Um, he said another time he's like in the first round too. Thought I suffered from dementia. Hope forgive me if I'm saying he's wrong. Just super quick trying to remember it and missing other bars because I'm trying to remember ones that I like. Thought I suffered from dementia the way I had ill in mind. Armor wheel armor something armor wall wheel to shine. What? The whole scheme was fire. I like that. I like what he said. I see you got willpower. That don't mean we got the same strengths. I like that when John said that. Uh, it will. He had said. I like what he was like. What you need to know is I'm desensitized. But these league owners see a psycho and then they get incentivized and they tell you that you should test this pen of mine. Like, ooh, yeah, I like that. He caught that. Like that was a sleeper line to me. Ain't get no reaction, I don't think, because he went on
Yeah,
to another scheme.
yeah,
He was keep going.
that, that line was hella crazy right there.
That's tough. I like that. Like telling you to test this pen of mine, like for real. Yeah, like that's ill will, and that's John. Like we both know how they both was coming. This was a battle I anticipated this whole year. This battle was my number one battle I anticipated this whole year. Once I heard about it, then my second one was whatever I thought Calico was going to battle. I thought Calico was going to battle Gotti. Those were my top two anticipated battles of the year. These two right, this one. He had a try it with me, try it with them other guys. And he had like a Will Ferrell line. He mentioned Will Ferrell too. Um, I mean, Ill Will did. And another thing too, I mentioned about John. I started noticing it in the second round, or I like accepted it. He had a lot of like I felt like it was like gas for him. Cause remember, like we said, it was the second battle. Cause the first battle was Bill and
Yeah,
Holmesy, and they all they had was what I think Bill had his significant other, and I'm not sure who Holmesy had with him, but it wasn't.
yeah,
It was just Smack.
that's when they brung the little mini crowd in.
You're
They
right.
brung
And that the
Smack in
very
and
next battle, they brought a little crowd in, and then it
you
hit
seen
me.
the dynamic and the way the the battles it changed and shit. You
It
feel
definitely
me?
changed.
A little crowd, a little something. You
Maybe
feel me?
maybe
It
that's
makes it
because.
more exciting, bro.
But maybe that's because that was technically a judge battle too. So they let you know what I mean. They ain't
Yeah,
want no swing because we ain't had no reactions in that fucking battle. I'm like, damn, this event about to be. I don't know how this event about to
yeah,
go because
because
if it was like that the whole time,
vote and all that and shit. You feel me?
yeah,
Because that wasn't a tournament setting. Those are just battles. You get what I'm saying?
right. And that was like that threw me off at first. I'm like, damn, the
It's
setting
back.
looked dope.
It's back to preference and shit. You feel me?
Yeah, it was back to the preference. Facts, that's a fact. But yeah, I noticed that I felt like after John's second, I was looking at his corner because some of the lines I just felt like he was kind of getting gas with. And then like I said, especially after seeing Bill and Holmesy, they had no gas. Like they had nobody. Like it was, if anything, it was a smile because of that line, that one line that Holmesy said about the side chick shit. But we gonna get to that when y'all get to it. Um, let me say. Trust no. All right, Ill Will. I got a line of Ill Will said, even though I take the H out of John, the name stay the same. Regular simple shit. I like that. This is one of my favorite lines that Ill Will have right here. Once I'm Muslim, once I'm Muslim, that gonna turn
I got
bad
another.
news into the final
Let me
call.
squeeze my little. Oh, go.
Go ahead. I'm done. That was it. That was it for that bond. That
Oh,
bond.
now I said I had a little simple line when he was like, if we called you toilet, that's another name for
Yeah,
John.
yeah. And he even explained that shit too, right? Yeah, yeah. He was having fun in that round. That was tough. Uh, I like when he was telling it was a little simple last line. He was coming at John John. He was like, okay, what you got, John? Angles? Okay, you like the gossip, bitch. I like that shit, like, cause I think that was right. I think that was right after he was coming at him about Ace and like how he was claiming that Ace had him all in his feelings, but we don't know nothing about that. We know about battles. So what else he had? I like the another line John had where he was talking about. I mean, Ill Will had where he was talking about the whole like domestic violence charges that he had a long time ago, I guess. Or I don't know if his charges. Let me not say that. Whatever it was that John John had against him with hitting a woman, whatever that was. Then, but it was like her mom was like, "Dear John, stop that. Stop. That's a note to self."
Hey,
That was tough. That was tough when you said that. Like that was tough. Um, then he had another little small.
it was battle, but though with John John, he had mission and shit. What the fuck he said? He was
Yeah,
like, "You think you funnier than me?" That had me bugging too. Like just him just saying that
right.
shit. Like
But then,
John John,
but then he said that
like, "You
because he said
funnier than
he like because people thought he was supposed to go in there and try and be funny with him. Remember, right? It was something like that, right? Was that
me?"
around that?
Yeah,
Remember that time? I think it was around that same time he said that. Yeah, because he was the only one acknowledging that about the funny shit. But Will ain't mentioned nothing about being funny or nothing. Um, I like the line Will had where he was like, "I ain't gotta explain shit. They know where I come from." Because he was in the beginning of his third, he was talking about
back
the
then.
whole kid, yeah, right. Because he was talking about the, I guess the whole kid shit that you know. What I mean, I don't know nothing about whatever was going on with Ill Will and the kids and or whatever kid he had or whatever kid, whatever that whole angle is that John Jack kept talking about him with. I didn't know nothing about that. And I still say they don't know nothing about that. Oh, I thought I was gonna pause it. But and then he had another line where he was like, "But fuck it, what you gonna do with me now?" In 2019, I was 2020. I killed everybody and shut the community down. Gave out unemployment for niggas who couldn't get work with URL and ran with it. Corona wasn't the first time. Ill let a nigga, let niggas get money in a pandemic. That was too cold. How he flowed and rolled out good. Like he meant that. Um, I like
Yeah,
he had like an iceberg Titanic line. I don't know I like a lot of people's Titanic lines, even though I never seen that movie to this day. Like, but I like but don't get me wrong, I seen parts of it, but I never seen that movie. But I always understood I understood what everybody mean though. Would you say?
you gotta to understand it better. You gotta watch the movie, man.
Nah, nigga, I really do. I understand that shit. They had black people playing music while the shit was going down. People was in a boat dying. I mean, you know what I mean? Everybody thought it was sweet. They was hot. They wasn't lying. They was the one telling them it was about a
Nigga,
love story. That's pretty
wasn't
much it.
no black people. There wasn't no black people playing no music when the shit was going down. That was the white niggas up top playing the violin and shit.
I thought they had black
So
people
you ain't
doing
seen
that, and they was
nah.
serve and they was waitress and waiters and shit.
See the movie. You ain't even see the movie.
I'm not either. So, but that's what I thought was going on.
Don't be speaking on the movie. You ain't even know what happened. I'm
That's
giving
crazy
out the
too. That's
wrong
because that's
motherfucker.
Keanu movie too. But I mean, they did though. I think in real life, the real story was that they had black people. They had black people playing that music. I think I read that in an article years ago. But for sure, they had black people in that movie. I ain't see it, yeah, but they had black people in that movie with waitress and shit. But anyway, he had like a that's the tip of the iceberg. Jack from it, like a Titanic line. I like Ilbo had. Uh, he was like, I hit harder than Tyson on a void hit. I like that. Uh, I like when Ill Will was like, to me, it's so familiar because he was asking him about he was asking John John. He said about he was talking about himself. He was like, to me, it's so familiar. Staking for days, gat tucking, shitting in bushes, pissing in bottles, watching every move so you can excel on them. And he had a little more after that. I like how he was coming with him with that. Um, I think I mentioned the been around 50 Bang Smurf line. I like that one where it was saying that. I got a few more for y'all, then we're gonna wrap this up. Uh, the Black Lives Matters photo, I like that angle that he did that. And, oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say about the set where he was with the gas because it made sense. Because once it came up to the third round and he did that angle that he had, it you know what I mean, it felt like that's why you know more his corner knew what he was coming with because people were saying the name like and they were saying it in a way where it fit the rhythm of his you know what I mean his scheme that he had. But shout out to all those
Yeah,
families that lost their life and all that. But that angle. I'm glad John clarifies at the end, even though he shouldn't have to, but he said it just for keepsake. Like he no disrespect to nobody to the photos. If anybody took it any disrespect, which I hope nobody did, because I like that whole thing he did. And it's crazy because that third round from both of
It
them
was,
is
it
debatable.
was clean.
Sorry, huh?
It was clean with it.
It
No, I'm
was very
saying
clean. It was
we
clean. It was real clean. But that third round, I'm gonna say it again, y'all.
still,
That third round was
still gave it
debatable
the ill
between them.
will.
Huh?
Still gave. I said I still gave it the ill will.
That's cool. That's cool. I like for real. Like if I want to be for real, I gave John had just a very, very little bit more in that third, a little bit more, but they were so close in that third round to me. Like the second round was just a clean sweep, ill will, and then the first round was a clean sweep to John to me. What round you gave John? You gave John that first, or you gave ill will? What you gave? I just want to know about the first. What you think? Who had a better first? You? Who you think had a better first? You?
Ill will.
Ill will had a better first. You?
Ill will.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. I'm gonna finish this up. I got He said, if you're going, it was like, if you're going to go taking these angles, these kind of angles, it has to be a proven fact. It was something else he had mentioned before that. No, John said that in his third. I kind of like that. I like when John said this. This is one of my favorite John lines too. He was like, I'm glad it was in the third too. Where I could catch it. He was like, I'll air this shit out. I'll have you viewing you from where your spirit is. I have you viewing you. I'll have you viewing you from where your spirit is. Because the one thing you get out of body is experience. Y'all hearing this? He killed that shit. Shout out to John. I like that bar a lot. That was like one of my favorite bars that the whole battle from them between them.
Yeah, that was a crazy one.
Huh?
I said that was a crazy one. I slept
Yeah,
on
bro.
that one. That was crazy.
I like that one. Then I might be good in the battle. I might be good in the bars. I think I got Yeah, 'cause I messed up the armor all Will Sean line I had. Um, thought I suffered from dementia the way I had ill in mind, armor all Will Sean. Yeah, I said that one already. But yeah, yo, this battle was really good. I can't wait to come out again so I can get it right when I watch it again, y'all. But John did his thing. It Will did his thing. Shout out to both of them. Like I'm glad it lived up to what it was supposed to be. I'm glad. Like we knew that. Like we knew that. Like did John have a fake choke line? Nah, he didn't. But that's funny though, ill man. Do stay in your lane. Don't do the fake chokes. You can't do that right though. But shout out to everybody. What y'all think about this battle, bro? What y'all think about this battle, lady, gentlemen, whoever's in here watching? What y'all think about this? Like, did y'all have this battle going into a debatable? Was it like a good battle too? Was it a terrible battle? Like, hopefully nobody come in here that thinks this is a terrible battle because this ain't the place for you think this is a terrible battle. This is one of the ones to keep for the night. You gotta respect the culture. We with you. Let's get into another battle. We're gonna get into next. You pick this one. Let's get into A Verb and Calico next. Y'all stay tuned with us. Hit the subscribe. Get in the comments. Let us know what you think about the battle. What you think about what we got going on over here. All right.
Yes, Lord.
Yes, Lord. I like that.
You are out.